Hey folks, welcome to another episode of KWR Details. Today we have a really filthy truck that's covered in salt. We're going to see if Stars and Stripes by Chem-X is up to the challenge. And if you stick around to the end, you'll be able to see me absolutely destroy my GoPro. Stay tuned. So this is the hubby's 2020 Silverado. You can see it's absolutely caked in salt. Here in Western New York, they strictly use salt. There's no sand mixed in. And the salt absolutely gets everywhere and destroys vehicles. I try to keep them as clean as I can. Sometimes, it's just too cold. I think it's been a week or two since this has been washed last. See it all caked up on the tailgate. It just gets everywhere. It's so gross. Gets up under the wheel wells. It's all over the lower half of the truck and the running boards. We're going to see what kind of a job Chem-X Stars and Stripes does on this train wreck. So these are the foam cannons that I purchased from Chem-X. What I've done here is I've actually taken a Sharpie and I've highlighted the 800 milliliter mark. It's just a little bit easier for me to measure with my old eyes. Fill those both up with 800 milliliters of water. And then you're going to want to take 200 milliliters of Stars and add that to one foam cannon. And then you'll take 200 milliliters of Stripes and add that to your other foam cannon. So that is 4 parts water to 1 part soap, or 800 milliliters to 200 milliliters. So we're going to start this process by applying Stars, which has a pH of 2. This is designed to remove bugs, remove road film, and neutralize salt. And the runoff is actually pH neutral, so it's not harmful to the environment. Application is from the bottom up, which I would imagine that gives more dwell time to the bottom of the vehicle, which is where it's mostly covered in salt. And surprisingly, I was actually able to cover the whole truck with 1 foam cannon full. I did work quickly though, but I did coat everything as well as got up underneath the wheel wells. Your second step is going to be to apply Stripes right over Stars. This has a pH of 13, so when you combine the two, they actually come out pH neutral, and the runoff is okay for the environment. This is going to be applied the same way as you applied Stars. No dwell time, and it's going to be applied directly over it from the bottom to the top. The consistency of this foam is just a bit runnier than Stars, I found. And I might add that the softer your water, the better the results. I don't have my deionizer hooked up simply because it's the middle of winter. It was, I believe, 29 degrees and a little bit windy. But yeah, bear in mind I didn't have my water softener, my deionizer hooked up. Now when you rinse, you want to make sure that you are fairly close to the paint. Obviously, you don't want to be using a 4,000 psi pressure washer. I'm using my Karcher cube. I believe it's 1,700 psi and 1.2 gallons per minute, I believe. It's my winter workhorse, so I use that in the winter time. I should mention that this is ceramic safe, so it is designed to stay within the pH tolerances of a ceramic coating. Your vehicle does not have to be ceramic coated in order to use this. However, I would think that it may, if you have wax on your vehicle, it may just take the wax off, depending on what kind of wax you use. I should add that this was not sent to me. I bought this with my own money. I bought the gallon of Stars, gallon of Stripes, and then the 2 foam cannons with my own money. So this is an independent review, not influenced by anybody. Like I said, I bought it with my own money, and I'm going to give you a fair and honest review. I'd like to take a moment and ask, if you like my content, if you'd give us a like, perhaps comment, especially if you have a question, I'll get back to you. And consider subscribing to the channel. It does help me out tremendously. As you can see, Chem-X Stars and Stripes did do a wonderful job at removing the salt and getting the road film off. It is 29 degrees, so it is starting to freeze on me. But for being a touch-free car wash, I think it did a tremendous job. So now we're going to be starting with the Undercarriage Flush. This is just straight water. But I do have a foam cannon on order that will actually hook up to this so that I can use some Krown salt eliminator, foam it under the truck to neutralize the salt even better. This truck has been treated with Krown rust control since it was brand new, so that has helped tremendously during our Western New York winters. And if anybody's local, get a hold of me. If you're interested in Krown rust control application, I'll get you a $15 off coupon at Ed's Garage in Ransomville. I wanted to take a moment to thank my friend Jeff for giving me the motivation to do this today. I learned that he was out washing his car in this weather, and initially I didn't want to do it because I'm getting older and the joints don't like the cold weather. But he gave me the motivation to get out here and do this video for everybody today. So Jeff, I hope you're enjoying your new Volkswagen, and thank you for the motivation. I should also add that all of the tools and products used in this video are linked in the description. And please comment. Let me know what's the coldest temperature you've ever detailed in. And now we're in the pole barn. We have our torpedo heater going. And don't worry guys, I have the other garage door open to get me some fresh air in here. But since this was starting to freeze, I had no choice. I brought it in the barn and started her up. And now I'm blowing it off with the Ryobi. But we'll be able to see in just a few minutes how well Chem-X was actually able to remove all that road film and salt. Considering this truck has been through a couple of snowstorms before it was washed, I think Chem-X Touch-Free Stars and Stripes did a wonderful, wonderful job. Now, keep in mind, this isn't 100%. I would say it got approximately 90% of the salt and the gunk off the truck. But what more can you ask for from a touch-free car wash? As you can see here, I have nothing on my finger. I'll swipe it against the paint and there's nothing. There's no film, no nothing left on the paint, nothing left on my finger. And that's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for joining me on KWR Details. As promised, I'll show you how I destroyed my GoPro. That's right, I made a very costly mistake and forgot to take it out from underneath the truck before I moved it. As always, thanks guys for joining me on another episode of KWR Details. Please give us a like, comment below, and subscribe. Thanks.